deep breath and let's get going.
Welcome back to the Inspire Your Life Summit. Your host for this session is Jennifer Takagi. Jennifer is a certified high-performance coach and energy healer and the host of the Destined for Success podcast. She's got another amazing guest coming right up. Take it away, Jennifer.
Oh, hello, and welcome. For me, it's late afternoon, almost evening. And thank you all for being here. And this has been a great audience today. And my next guest is a friend of mine. We haven't met in person yet, but we've met online multiple times. Olga Alexeeva. No, Alexeeva. I got it.
That's
Alexeeva.
better. That's better. Yes, it's okay.
Sorry.
I've heard all kinds of stuff, all kinds of names.
Well, me
It's
too.
fun.
I like Takagi. I get that too.
Yes, I know. I know.
Turn 50, turn happy, 3 secrets to purpose, fulfillment, and joy. Olga, welcome to the summit. And why don't you give us a little bit of your background and how you came to know your 3 secrets?
Thank you so much. The audience is awesome. The platform is unbelievable. Finally, women can have their voice, and I really appreciate that. Well, before I tell you my story, I just need to tell you why I'm here. Because in my belief, I believe that the most important thing in life is freedom. And freedom, the country I came from, we did not have freedom. It's, imagine, Jennifer. Imagine today, from today on, you cannot leave the country. You cannot read anything what you want. You cannot watch what you want. You cannot listen what you want. Because when I grew up in Russia, it's 70s, 80s, I remember we had a neighbor, the guy, just very quiet guy, and he was listening at nighttime, Voice of America. He was taken to jail for the opportunity to hear the truth. Also, my mom, she was locked up because she was trying to sell something to bring some money to the table, because we grew up very poor. We didn't have enough of everything. And so it called profiteering, non-business profiteering. So it was prohibited in Russia. So my mom actually was pregnant with my brother that saved her from jail. That's my personal story, my life. And I take freedom very close to my heart, because without freedom, we have nothing. And it's not only external freedom, it's also internal freedom. Because without freedom, we cannot grow. So when I came to America in 91, I actually learned that the joy and purpose and all this great stuff only can grow on free platform, on freedom. So that's why I am very adamant about fighting for freedom in every aspect. And so that's why I'm here. I'm speaking. I wrote the book. By the way, I wrote the book, and it calls From Russia to America, a quest for purpose and joy. So it's not published yet, but it's coming within several weeks. It's going to be on Amazon. So remember that title, From Russia to America, a quest for purpose and joy. It changed my life. I think that everybody should write the book, because it's really, when you just look at your childhood and everything just from the distance of age and time, you just totally see it differently. So it changed my life. But anyway, yes. And so this is kind of my why. And so just a little bit about me. I came in 91. I used to be a stage actress, and I came here to America with no word of English, like zip, nothing.
So having studied languages all through college, I just can't imagine not knowing any. So, what a story, what a powerful story, and showing up with no English. Good for you.
Well, you know what? I envy the small children. They're just small. They can speak English, and I'm just, my self-esteem down, my self-worth down. I was so unhappy. I started to actually to work at McDonald's. I cleaned the tables. Imagine from the spotlight at theater, being applauded and being respected, to cleaning jobs and just whatever it takes. Cleaning jobs and serving jobs, whatever. And eventually, I actually opened a pizza place. I had my experience with the pizza, yes, but it's just still my soul was not satisfied, and so I just started to eat more. I gained weight. I started to hate my body. I thought, well, what is it wrong with me? And, at 3 o'clock in the morning, you just stare in the ceiling and say, hey, is that all it is in life? Probably this feeling, right? Yep.
Yeah.
So I actually went to doctor, and what the doctor said? Oh, and he wrote me a prescription for antidepressant. And later on, I learned that 65% of women age 50 to 65, they take the most antidepressants.
I am
So,
not surprised by that statistic. I'm
so you
disappointed
see,
by it, but not surprised.
you see, just everything is looking good. Money is here, travel is here, husband, house, kids, but what is that inside just keeps you awake at night? What do you say, Jennifer? What do you think?
I think most women lay awake at night feeling like there's got to be more, and I'm not happy.
Yes, exactly. And that they call it midlife crisis because
Ah,
they could not find anything better to say. But you see, there's a difference when you are successful at work, and your business, and you're respected, and then you come home and you don't have the same. You don't have the same. And so you create that kind of gap. And so that gap needs to be filled. And that pretty much women using the left brain in their job and the right brain, creative brain, is suffering. It's parched. So what I'm saying is we have to serve our psyche. We have to serve. We have to, because women by nature, we are creators. We are connectors. We create a life. And so that creative side of us has to be satisfied. And so anyway, go back to my story. I was so unhappy. And then on the top of it, I fell in love, but fell in love with a jerk. You might just relate to me in that. And that he broke my heart. He really broke my heart and just broke me into pieces. And I had to pick myself up. And I was looking for respite because I was losing my mind. And I actually stumbled upon paintings just accidentally because I knew in my life that I could not paint. And, but I went to this class. I thought, okay, I'm going to go once. I tried once. I put a check mark on it that I cannot paint, and I'm going to be fine with that. I went to class and I saw all these people just, they just such a good painter. I was just like an ugly duckling, just going there. Oh, please let me go. I don't want to be here. My self-esteem was just like a cracked. A teacher came. She just hugged me and she said, Olga, let's go. Let's go. Let's just have some fun. She gave me a canvas. She gave me a brush. She gave me that picture of the violet, cut off from magazine. And she said, we're going to be painting this one. I said, I cannot paint. Please let me go. She said, no, you stay. And she came around me. She took my arm with a brush and she pushed me. She pushed me through the process. And we kind of finished that. Imagine. And so I said yes to this class. I started to come to this class. I started to paint, and it's changed my life. So, and now I'm just thinking how that little yes to yourself can change the trajectory of your future life. I started to paint, and my house just became like an art gallery. And I thought, okay, now I'm just going to bring my art to the galleries to sell. I went to one place, went to another place, I went to another. What do you think? Nobody took my art. I actually got a suggestion. Why don't you quit painting and go work at local libraries? Stop wasting people's time. That's what I got. So that's put me back to the pit again. I was almost quit. But my teacher, she said to me, she said, Olga, you don't have to be like anybody else. You have to be you. And that led me to that road less traveled. I said, well, if nobody wants my art, I am opening my own gallery. You know, I am in America after all, and I am living American dream. And I did open my gallery. Imagine that, girl from Russia. And I didn't have money even to furnish the gallery because you have to put light and everything here, there. You know, again, I'm in a crossroad. Shall I go regular way? Oh, I don't have money. It's not ready. Da, da, da. Or you find money. You do what you need to do. I sold my car. I got some rinky-dinky stuff, but I sold my car and I furnished my baby, my gallery, my dream. Started to sell my art. I had people started to ask me, you know, teach them paintings. I opened the second gallery, and up to the COVID time, I had 2 galleries and studio, and I was just booming with everything, and I was happy. COVID
I can
came.
imagine.
Seriously, you know, the physical exhaustion has nothing to do with emotional exhaustion. I'd rather be physically tired than emotionally drained. So I had a purpose, I had a mission, I had spark. And so at the COVID, I had to close all galleries. And for 4 years, I was in a limbo again. So I was, you. So, and then literally 6 months ago, I went to a speaking seminar and I was looking at the stage and I saw some speakers and I had a Yahoo moment. I have to be on the stage because I have a story and I want to affect people's life with my story because I can help. From that time, I wrote the book. I wrote the book for about 4 months. The book is ready. I never thought about writing a book, but it's done. So now I am speaking and I'm helping women to reignite their life with creativity because I've been to the spot where you have no voice, where you live in a grayscale, where you are numb, when you unappreciated. I've been there, but I know how to get out of there. And so I created a special master program. It calls Awaken the Muse Within. And it's design, it's experience, it's a transformation experience designed to bring and awake your creative power inside. And so that's what I'm doing now. And it's, you know, I feel younger than 20 years ago because I have my mission, my purpose. And as soon as you have purpose, your joy as your sister is just coming along, coming along. So anyway, that's my kind of short story, I would say. You get the book and you read about my story. I think that you're going to have fun.
Oh my gosh, this is so lovely. And I love that you've had well, let me rephrase that. I love that you've been able to take the obstacles and hurdles that you had, and each one led to something good and something good and something good instead of getting stuck in the muck of something bad. And you've got an amazing free gift for us. This sounds amazing. 7 transformative secrets to reinvent yourself after 50. Your midlife renaissance guidebook. That sounds awesome. So the team is going to drop that in the chat. Once it's in the chat, please click it. Make sure that it opens up. And pardon me, Olga has an amazing, like this is a powerful offer, a personal discovery call with Olga, 60-minute transformational call. And I don't even want to guess what the value of that is. So if you're not VIP, you you need to go ahead and get VIP, because that in and of itself will be way more than the cost of the VIP gift. So Olga, what are can you share with us like one or two suggestions to get somebody on that positive mindset of I'm in the muck, I want to be out of the muck? Do you have any ideas you can
Yes,
share with the
I'm just going to
audience?
give just a kind of quick rundown to for you to take it today. First of all, we conditioned to do everything for everybody. We conditioned to serve everybody. Would you agree?
I
So
think so.
what
Yeah.
what about take this time and start to serve yourself? Isn't it a time now? It's your time. So start to appreciate yourself, start to love yourself, and start to put yourself on a first place without guilt. You can use a journaling, you can use any kind of um, any kind of records of your success. Because let's say if you have little small wins, just write it down, because we take it for granted. If I feel good, I take it for granted. I should have feel good. But when we get sick, then we say, yesterday was so good, and today's, you see what I mean? It's like a dark and light in a painting. Without dark, you don't see light. So dark or challenges, it's a part of picture. We cannot just have a picture all in white. You cannot see anything. You have to have that dark and white and mid-tone and everything. It creates the masterpiece. So second suggestion, do you remember your dream when you were 6 years old? 6, when everything was possible. So if you open the treasure chest and you say, what was my dream? Just have a time with yourself. Have a time with yourself, because your inner voice likes the silence. In my house, I don't have any music, believe me, because that voice from your muse, it's very low. And when you speak to yourself inside, only then you can hear that some direction from you can say angel, you can say muse, you can say your inside, from your inside being, your female being. So, and the number 3, I suggest, if you are ready for changes, you say yes and take a step.
Oh my gosh, that is so powerful. Thank you, Olga. Our next speakers, we're not done. We are not done. We have more speakers and a wrap up call. The next speaker up on track 1 with Kimberly Crow is Andrea Lee Austin, Love in Business, Why This Matters. And on this track two, I have the honor of talking with Tara Nolan, Manifest Your Dream Life and Business. Olga, this has been just a pleasure. I love your talk and I love what you had to share with the audience. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you. And thank you, team, for doing such a great job. If you're not VIP, I don't know why you're not. Go ahead and get VIP now. And I'll see you at the
That's
bottom of the
exactly it.
hour.
Wow, that was an amazing speaker. We're glad you're here at the Inspire Your Life Summit. To get a recording of this session and all sessions on the Inspire Your Life Summit, plus an amazing gift bundle, upgrade to VIP now. If you have any questions or problems during the summit, you can email our support team at support@erfsummit.com. Stay tuned. We have another amazing speaker coming right up.
Thanks, Olga.